Hey guys, King of Charmanders here. So today we are looking at Kecleon. So the thing about this Pokemon is that it's literally been out technically in the data mine forever. The issue is Kecleon isn't actually released in Pokemon Go yet. So the thing is, for this video, we're looking at how good Kecleon would be for Go Battle League, and just how strong it actually is, and would it be useful in any league. So what makes Kecleon really interesting, especially for Pokemon Go, is that Kecleon in the normal series games, in the main series games, it has an ability called Color Change. So what Color Change does is that it becomes the type of the last damaging move which has hit it. And then it has a hidden ability here. But most of the time it's known for Color Change. So Color Change is, for example, if you hit Kecleon with a flying attack and then you hit an electric attack, it's going to be super effective because Kecleon will be a flying type. Now, since abilities aren't actually in Pokemon Go as of right now, we don't know if abilities will be released in the future. I can see why it's a little hard to implement Kecleon, because I'm guessing they want to follow like the lore, but like they don't want to make everything complicated. And plus, if abilities were introduced in Pokemon Go PvP, that would be huge because it would add a whole new layer of strategy and a whole new layer of meta, especially depending on which techniques and etc. are given to it. Anyways, because of that, Kecleon is one of those Pokemon that you just really don't know how it's going to be implemented. Other than that, it's a normal type Pokemon with, yeah, it's just a normal type Pokemon, and depending on how you attack it, it just really, that's what determines what is going to give it its typing. So I can see why it's kind of interesting to use, but we'll see. Even if it does, is it useful for Pokemon Go PvP, particularly Go Battle League? Alright, so enter Kecleon. So Kecleon is, of course, a normal typing. However, there is no specific, way they're going to implement things for Kecleon, etc. So for now, it's just going to be a normal type. Now, normal types, of course, are resisted, but double resist Ghost and are weak to fighting. That's the only weakness and resistance it has. What makes Kecleon so interesting? It has pretty balanced stats. It has a good amount of defense, attack, and stamina, so it's not a bad Pokemon as far as Go Battle League goes, particularly for Great League. The thing about Kecleon is what makes it really interesting is that Kecleon has a really... It has a very versatile and weird moveset. No, seriously, this is one of the... It's like a Mew or a Ditto, but this is the attacks that are registered into its actual, Dex entry. It has Ice Beam, Foul Play, Flamethrower, Thunder, Aerial Ace, Shadow Sneak. So this thing would essentially function like a Mew, where it would be like, I have no idea what move you're using. However, the thing about Kecleon for Go Battle League is that Lick sucks. Lick is only good for Snorlax because it has a ridiculous amount of bulk, and at the same time it also carries Body Slam. Kecleon, on the other hand, has Lick and Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is just a bad move. Lick in general, though, Lick can be a good move. The issue is that Kecleon really doesn't have, a great, move pool. For example, Snorlax has things like Earthquake, etc. Kecleon here, there's just really no forgiveness for it. It's kind of bad. So, Kecleon likely won't break shield. Well, with Foul Play it might, but it likely won't break shields. It's really... Flamethrower and Thunder are really subpar. It doesn't rock anything like Earthquake or even super power like Snorlax does, to where you can pivot out and make some plays. Kecleon's also expensive to build at 75,000 dust. So the question is Kecleon, how expensive is it? For Great League, it's at about level 25, 26. So it's still up there depending on... Assuming if you catch it at research, it's still going to take quite a bit of dust before you get from 15 to 26. Which means it's very interesting how Kecleon would actually be implemented in Pokemon Go. Now, a lot of people have just been looking for Kecleon just because it's a Dex entry. For Pokemon Go PvP, Kecleon is going to either be the barrier to, or the gateway to a whole new style of PvP, because in order for Kecleon to really work like the core series game, you have to give it abilities. Or, the other way Niantic could implement it is that they literally just give Kecleon nothing. They release it as it is, it stays as a normal type, and it has this horrifying moveset that just doesn't really... It has good stats. Good stats. It has horrifying moveset. And in Pokemon Go PvP, what's more important than IVs is you having the right moveset. If you don't have the right moveset, then it's really bad. That's the big issue about PvP and everything else in general. It really matters whether or not you have the correct moves or not, and if they're good moves, which Kecleon doesn't really have any good moves. So, it's really interesting how they would implement it. Kecleon's only use, of course, would only be in Great League. However, what really limits it is, like I said, its moveset. No matter how you spin it, unless it's like a specific meta or something like that, Kecleon doesn't seem like it's going to be very oppressive in the future. In other words, in summary, I give Kecleon a 3 out of 10. The only reason it even has a 3 is because it has semi-decent stats for Great League. Unfortunately, with a subpar moveset that's not particularly damaging, baity, or even like anything that gives it stab, so it doesn't even get like body slam for like same type attack bonus, I can't give Kecleon a high rating. If Kecleon had something like body slam, then I could give it a better rating. However, like I said, until Kecleon has like a better moveset, I can't give it anything. It has decent stats, but it's just a bad moveset. I think Kecleon's purpose is more so as a dex entry rather than battling. Now, of course, you can use it for battling, but I wouldn't be surprised if Niantic does something like ban Kecleon from battles or something of that sort, so that you can actually, they don't have to deal with Kecleon. Same thing they did with Smeargle. Smeargle is kind of one of those mods which was kind of just like really like put to the side, and like they really just put no interest to it. The only thing Smeargle is actually good for is like literally as a dex entry. There's no other primary use for Smeargle because it's banned in every other form. But that's the analysis, guys. Unfortunately, I want to give Kecleon more of a chance, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to be anything more than the dex entry. It might be good for battle, but it really just depends because it needs a really big moveset overall before Kecleon can actually be good. Now, Kecleon might, like I said, Kecleon possibly could give us like this brand new like system of abilities because it like Kecleon's like signature like presence revolves around its color change ability. So we'll see what happens in the future, but other than that, as of right now, with the data we have, Kecleon is not a great pick for Go Battle League. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you guys like it, please like and subscribe. I'll be doing more of these like analysis in the future with like unreleased Pokemon. So you guys have a good one, and I wish you the best of luck in all your battles in Go Battle League, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.